Woof woof! Hey guys, it's me Marcus, aka the Mad Dog, and I'm back with another Batman Telltale video. Now I know it's been like nearly a month since the first video of this, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you, the footage that I had of my reactions completely corrupted. So what I'm going to do, just so we can get this video series back up and running, I'm going to pretend I'm playing. So the footage was the footage that I was doing in the first recording that I did, so it's all me that actually did it, but I'm effectively going to become like an e-girl now, because the footage, yeah, I'm just reacting to it, but I'm going to pretend that I'm doing it as it's going. I'm not really sure how much love there was for this series, but eventually I want to get onto bigger and better games like the Batman Arkham series, Spider-Man PS4, and hopefully that new Avengers game that's coming out next month. But I really need to learn how to balance this gameplay and talking at the same time, so we're just going to jump back into it. Hopefully you enjoy it, but let's just get back to it. Yeah, so last time we had the Bruce Wayne party where Falcone came and we shook his hand, and apparently that's like the worst thing that you can do.
It's me.
That's my absolute pet hate whenever anybody calls and they just go, "It's me." It's like, well, who's that? I don't know anyone called me. Like, I proper play into it just to piss people off when it comes to that. Like, even if I said it's me to me, I'd still probably question who it is. Nice looking Batcave. But to me, I don't know if anybody else is the same, the Batcave needs to have that giant penny, and it also needs to have that massive T-Rex in the middle, else it just isn't a proper Batcave to me. Subtitles are a bit drunk today, aren't they? I kind of like when you get those moments where it's clear that Bruce still can't really get over the death of his parents.
But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
I know that obviously he's always thinking of that, that's why he's Batman, but to me it's just like, when he has those little reminders, it kind of subtly breaks my heart. I'd get a refund for those tickets, I'd be like, yeah, it was awful, my parents died during it. I don't care about this Codex stuff. Like, we know who Catwoman is. We just fought her.
We're now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze.
We fell off a building.
The crews have just given up trying to fight a fire.
Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it.
Especially water.
People avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe.
How stupid are people in Gotham? Like, the first guy had to tell people to lock the doors to prevent break-ins, and this, like, lady reporter just had to tell people to go to the hospital if you're suffering from burns.
Encrypted.
Damn.
Wayne Manor
Try
has 7
Batman
bedrooms,
1, see if that's a password.
A gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theatre. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer. I'm more
I like, now that it's like me watching the footage that I've already done, I like seeing if I'd guess the same thing of what I've actually said in the video.
Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume.
Are you flirting with me, Alfred?
Catwoman tried to steal.
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
It's just all pictures of Catwoman's ass. Like, could you imagine? He just minimises one thing, it's just BAM! This is pretty cool, this, like, Iron Man type hologram thing. I wonder if we'll ever get technology like this. Like, common people like me.
Shoreline. But it could mean any number
One thing that I
of
want to
things.
use in these videos, because obviously
Everything flows through that port.
Obviously there's
Maybe it's
quite
one way
quiet
to
times
construct
during
a
this
structure.
video. This game, I mean, sorry. I want to try and use it to get a bit more of a community feel. We're all Mad Dogs, we're all part of the same pack, we're all part of the Dog Pound. So if there's anything you ever want me to talk about, I would say on Instagram, like, give me some discussion topics.
I saved you what I could.
And my boy SEC
Thanks, Al.
wanted me to talk about learning to
The
drive.
same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But
She does like a booze, Miss Zellerback.
Including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fist fights to your alter ego.
It wasn't under control. It was under control. Damn.
Tuxedo.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me.
Someone's getting jealous, aren't you, Alfred?
Your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
I've never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
A few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to
Like, I think if I talk about stuff that you want me to
You
talk
could learn
about,
a thing or two from her.
because I'm using this game to try and get used to like gameplay and doing this kind of format on my video,
Bruce, Batman.
I think it'll help kind of fill in a lot of the dead silences that happen in a Telltale game. Might be a bit different when I get onto like Arkham and stuff like that, so treat this as an investment. Like, start on this video and hopefully you'll just see it get better from here.
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever.
Why does this computer look like a bat right
I
here?
have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell.
See what you did there, Alfred. I imagine he tells that joke every night, and Bruce is like, I'd rather watch my parents die again than hear you say the bat out of hell joke once again. I'd get him deported. But yeah, my boy SEC wanted to talk about learning to drive. I'm not sure if you're learning to drive at the minute, but the younger you do it, the better.
Two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Ooh. I prefer the Penguin to look a bit chunkier, if I'm being honest.
Arms dealing,
Like,
prison stats.
I know I'm just going to start gushing about the Batman trailer again, but I'm so excited for what Colin Farrell's going to do
Oswald claimed
as Oswald Cobblepot.
Behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now,
He needs money.
faintest idea.
It's like a mini victory.
He would have come to the right person.
No, because I'm...
Because you're generous. A little too much sometimes, with your wealth, your time, and even your well-being. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious.
Yeah.
But
He broke your heart before, Bruce.
Mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Yeah, learning to drive is one of those things that I definitely recommend, even if you're in a busy city like London or Manchester, because you're just going to be able to do it whenever you need to. Where I'm from in Stoke, buses aren't that great. The train station's quite far away, so driving's like one of the main sort of solutions, because I cannot ride a bike. Two things about me that surprise everybody: I can't ride a bike, I cannot swim, but I learned to drive, and I'm not planning on drowning, so I haven't really missed out on not being able to do them two things. Does he think that's a Banksy or something? Like, wasn't that great graffiti? Examine homeless person sounds sinister. Still homeless.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. It's just poker chips, isn't it? Like, it isn't actually anything that you can spend. Burning barrel. Just like the one at home. But yeah, driving as well is like 10% being able to drive and 90% looking for idiots, because You could be the best driver in the world. There will still be an idiot on the road that is likely to crash into you. So you have to be able to see who's just an idiot. Luckily now they mostly drive the same type of cars. But I'm not going to say which ones, but everybody knows exactly which ones I'm talking about. So just be able to look out for them. And get a driving instructor that is patient, because there's so much to learn. And as well, the scariest drive of your life is going to be the first time that you're on your own. I cried 2 times, and yes, I normally cry 2 times when I'm driving, but still, I cried for a different 2 times. Like, I wasn't listening to Michael Baldwin, I wasn't thinking about Power Rangers Time Force, I was crying because of how stressful it was, and I'd only gone about half a mile. Because all of a sudden, like, you feel like the brakes aren't secure enough. Like, I was in a brand new car. I had a 1 litre Corsa for my first car, but I got it brand new because I couldn't afford to just pay outright, so did a finance thing, but you know, I'm not going to get into that here. If you want financial options, that's a future video, so subscribe. But yeah, I remember when I was driving and the car was going and there wasn't somebody sat there, so nobody could save me if anything was going wrong. And I remember just panicking, going, what if these brakes don't work? Like, did I test the brakes enough? Like, what if they don't work quick enough? Like, it really scared me. Look at the non-existent graffiti. He's literally looking at a blank wall at this point. But yeah, if you're learning to drive, best of luck to you. It's one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And as well, it might get a bit difficult. You might get a couple of lessons in and think that you're not making progress, something there's too much progress to make. Just stick with it. Like, it's so much worse to learn to drive a bit and then stop and then try to start again than it ever is to just keep going even when it's going a bit crap. It's very push and pull. You're either going to be like a quick learner, right, or it's going to be slow development. But if you stop,
You heard it, man.
doesn't matter which one you are.
The hell are you waiting for?
Try and take
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Try and take it.
I feel like now, because of how much I love the Batman trailer, I'm making him like the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Oz.
I might have to completely change the direction of this video.
This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do.
Bloody hell, we see from Britain. Have we got to Britain in this game?
That'll do!
I love like when I play games or watch a movie and since I missed when I didn't.
Stay down.
Yeah, people in games, unless they're actually voiced by a British person, like, you'll notice my accent is not that odd type of Cockney accent, because that's kind of slowly dying. You don't see that accent as much as you think. Like, London has a completely different accent now, so I just always find it funny. I wonder if it's the same for other people. Like, is there anybody from a different country and you think the accent that you get portrayed in TV and movies is completely different from the accent that you people actually have? Let me know in the comments.
Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little,
Kiss.
yeah, good as
Keeps
new.
teasing me.
Woo, that was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
I had it handled.
Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Hey, I could have handled that myself.
You mean a knife handle in the back? Because that's what would have happened, mate. No offense.
Well, it was like a little butter knife, so wouldn't have been that much of an issue.
2 decades.
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate.
To get
Right
mugged.
now-
Thanks.
I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something.
I always
place
like
is
when
safe
people are
for
surprised
kids,
when they don't see you for
families.
ages, and then you're not the
People
age
all
that
over
they
the
left you at. Like,
Oh, Mum and
I don't
Dad,
really have a
they
good
did so
relationship
much
like
work
my
in
granddad or anything like
It's
that.
a shame what
But
happened.
one time I saw him, I was like, oh, you're so tall
was
now. I was like,
beautiful
you
once.
haven't seen me in
And now
10 years.
Oh, hell
Were
no.
you expecting me
That's
to
the
stay
most
3 foot?
ever built.
People, they're the worst.
This city chews right through people.
But people are the worst. I like the city then, if that's the case.
Mum committed to Arkham.
Not good.
Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life.
Dust.
Used to run in the same circles.
That's the way all British people say dust.
Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I had my own funerals to attend.
How many funerals were happening that
You know
you
you
couldn't
haven't changed,
attend
Chris.
more than like 2?
You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
He wasn't
I could
invited.
have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
I didn't say anything. Oh.
Let him choke on it.
And that's not how grins work.
What? You got nothing to say? Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And...
Did anybody see the
be
pop
true
in
to
then
what's
with
in the
the
pavement.
coat? That was pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
Sorry, mate. This reunion
That was
got a
like
lot more
Arkham
green
Knight
than I
PC
thought.
level of bad,
Things are going to be on the upswing soon, no?
which is a game I'm only gonna play on PS4. I've
A
heard how bad that
revolution is
PC
knocking
release
on
is,
Gotham's door.
and it genuinely,
And I'm here to let it in.
it really baffles me when games don't have any quality control. Like,
Which brings me to you.
like when you see
Bruce.
Fallout 76 glitches,
See,
like,
throw a rock in
what on
any
earth
direction,
happened there?
break a
Was
window,
anyone
then
working on
wade
that
in the
game?
prizes zones. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down.
You won't win that battle.
Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like.
Oswald will remember that you
I've
didn't
got
know what
great
he
affection
meant.
for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Is this where we get to kiss? I really want a kiss scene in this.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Starts soon, it's very clearly night time. Well, they've got the burning barrel out and everything. That to me means it's night. Never really see a burning barrel on the day anymore. I do really like the art direction of this game though. Like, it isn't emulating any particular comic that I can think of, but it does look really nice. But yeah, I recently picked up the Return to Arkham Collection, so I'm looking forward to playing that again. I don't think I've played them in like the last 5 years, so hopefully you like the series and you can tune in for me playing that. Okay, the music just stopped then.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Why are these like the most polite journalists I've ever seen? Ignore them. They're beneath you, the peasants.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm.
Great
We
Joe
didn't bring you all
Harvey.
out here to discuss cars, honestly.
I like Harvey
We're
being in
here
this game because when I
about
tell a
Arkham
joke that's a
Asylum.
dud, he
Ever
tells
since
one
it
that's
opened
worse,
its
so I
doors,
look good.
Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking.
New phone,
Worse
who
still,
this?
Those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in.
Legit, I was doing something like this once. So I was at the gym, and I went to the desk, and there was a guy, and he was just ranting and raving, like
The
proper
sizable
skinhead,
contribution
you know,
from this
standard
man
tattoo
here.
kind of dude, scary
break
looking dude. I'm
ground
not gonna lie,
on a
like I was just
state-of-the-art mental health
not
care
listening to him, but
facility.
just like blindly
One that will
agreeing. It was
improve the
terrifying
well-being
looking.
of Gotham
He's the type of
and
guy
its citizens
that looked like he
for
forgot
years
how
to
to
come.
blink. Like that's how
Mr. Wayne,
terrifying
there's a
his
few
eyes were.
words you'd like to say.
And I wasn't really listening to him. I was just nodding my head and, you know, just please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me.
My
Please don't
parents
kill me, please don't kill me.
loved Gotham.
And
They invested their blood,
he went,
sweat,
yeah,
and tears.
I'm glad you
in the
listen.
city.
I was like, whew, glad this is over. So, thought nothing of it, went about my
You know,
day.
when I was,
He added me on Facebook and I was like, I'm scared to
My
say
parents
no,
took me
this
to a
guy is
movie
terrifying.
about a hero
So,
in a mask.
he added me on Facebook and then
who stood up to
I got a
oppression
notification.
and
It's like,
defended the people from
I'm not going to say his
injustice.
name, but let's just call
No matter
him.
the cost.
Let's just call
That
him
night,
Glenn. Let's just call him Glenn.
My parents
It was like,
paid
Glenn
the
invited you to a
ultimate
group.
cost,
I clicked
defending
on the
me from a
group,
man.
and it was some kind of EDL, Britain First kind of like very
We needed the
racist
kind of
group.
help this new
And I
facility
did not know what
will
to do.
provide.
Like, I don't know why he was adding me into this group, and all of a sudden I was backtracking, and I was like, what was I not listening to that I accidentally agreed to? So the moral of the story is
This
never go on
facility
your phone when you are supposed to be
our
listening
next
to
mayor,
something, because
we
you'll end up being
create
part
a
of
new
something you
face
don't want to be a
for
part of.
Gotham.
I ended up blocking him and then almost changing Jim because I did not want to bump
Today,
into that guy again. I
the
was so
anniversary
terrified.
of that fateful
Like,
night,
it wasn't something I wanted to be
dedicate this
associated with,
facility to Thomas
but I
and
also
Martha
didn't
Wayne
want to be killed by
and
this
usher
dude.
in
Like, he
a
looked
new
like a
era
dude
of healing
that
for
had
Gotham.
plans to kill you from the moment he met you, like, just in case. He was that terrifying. And you know, I don't really scare that easily, but this
Sure you all
dude,
have plenty of questions
luckily he
about the
got fat though,
hospital,
so he ended up not coming
let's
to the
open
gym
it up.
anymore. So win-win
You
for me,
first,
and
Miss
I
Vale.
didn't have to join his racist group. It was mint.
With the opening of
Not the
this
fact that his
new
racist group
hospital, what does
existed.
this
Like, I
mean
wish I
for
could have
Arkham
done
Asylum?
something to stop that,
What
but
happens to the old
that was
building?
terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really close call.
I say we leave the asylum standing.
Moral of the story, like I said, make sure you're always listening. Don't talk to any
This
racists.
time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
What's that got to do with a hospital? Free country?
Well, I think Mr. Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came to learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question.
Sorry.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
Read text.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years.
How far
And
back did you have to
continuing
go?
this day.
Like,
The paper
he's been dead
trail
at least
ties your
20
family
years.
directly to the mob. Care to comment?
This is the problem though, like, where's the evidence? Like, we live in a world where literally anybody could just say anything. Like, I was almost tempted to
just
put a
finished
picture of
telling you about
myself
my
on my own
parents' murder. You
Facebook
accused
saying
them
that
of
I'd
being
stolen my car to see if people
criminals?
would be
Have some
stupid enough to
decency.
share it. But then I realised they would be, and it wasn't worth doing.
Is the Wayne family legacy built
But we
on
live in a
lies?
world where it's like,
you know about
act
this,
shocked
Bruce?
first,
How long has
and then
your
ask
family been
for,
dealing with
like,
Al
proof of it.
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
That's
Does the
absurd.
mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
All right, this press conference is over.
I actually wrote a short story on it. It was like about a Facebook call where, do you know when you read through comments and it's like, this person drove through 2 red lights at one point, and everybody's like, oh, hang him, kill him, and it's like, what? That doesn't really seem to fit the crime, and we've got no evidence. I was going to write a short story that looked at that, took it to the extreme. What if those comments could actually come true?
I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this second episode here. We got a good chunk of the way through, leaving it on quite a good cliffhanger there with the GCPD invading Wayne Manor. Not really sure what's going to happen there. I like that this is the original story. I like that we get to have a bit more of an interactive role in it, even if admittedly in the grand scheme of things it's a little bit limited. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this series. Like I said, everything on this channel at the moment's experimental. Even Whale Watch is still in its experimental phase. Even me hauls are. So, you know, if you've got any tips and ways that I can improve this or anything that can just help it become a better series for when we eventually get into those games that you really want to see me play, just let me know in the comment section below. Alternatively, if there's any like topics that you want me to discuss whilst I'm doing these videos, just leave them in the comment section. They don't have to be comic related, like I said. It's about just trying to build a community of mad dogs. Like, let's get this dog pound going up and strong. Like, let's just keep being strong. Let's keep succeeding at everything that we do, and we'll be an unstoppable force. I know I kind of sound like every supervillain there then, but it's a nice unstoppable force. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't like this video, why did you get this far? Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Remember to click that bell notification, and check out some of my links. I'm always making sure I put as much comic content on there as I can. As well, if you do want to help the channel channel, because at this stage I'm still not getting monetized or anything like that, so everything that I buy, all these games, it's just coming out of my own back pocket, and I've already bought this Mac. But if you do want to help support the channel, I'm not going to ask for a Patreon or membership or anything like that, but what I do have is 2 Amazon affiliate links in the description below, and what I ask is that you treat yourself to a book, get yourself something to build your own collection, but if you click that link, anything that you order through there, and I mean anything if you really want to get some weird shit, and that will translate into eventually helping the channel and hopefully improving the quality. I'm trying to save up for a better camera at this point, but clicking that link and buying yourself something through there does really help. I can't see any of your personal details, and it doesn't increase the price or anything like that, so it's effectively you just treating yourself to the thing that you were going to get anyway. You're just eventually helping the channel, and Jeff Bezos isn't getting even more money. So yeah, those will be in the description below, but we should have the haul coming out in the next couple of days, so hopefully you're all looking forward to that one. But until then, just make sure that you stay safe, keep reading, and keep barking all you mad dogs, and I'll see you at the next video.